My name is Andrew Sloan. I'm a KmikeyM shareholder, and this presentation is on a subject I call the light web and why a digital god will one day surely emerge and what that might look like. Over the last 3 decades, we've seen the slow digitization of most aspects of culture. Media in the form of digital photos, videos, music, and ebooks. Communication in the form of email, SMS, and video chat. Money as digital banking systems and cryptocurrency, transportation, ride sharing, and just plain telecommuting. Our experiential environments via VR and virtual worlds. Even relationships have been digitized through online dating. Eventually, digital modifications, updates, improvements of nearly all aspects of human life, modern human life, will come to be, I believe. One of the few major cultural areas that has so far not yet seen successful digitization is spirituality. Given the current trend line that we're outlining, it's all but inevitable to expect the emergence of digital spirituality, of a digital god. Think about it. People today are more secular and godless than ever, but they're also more open to new, big ideas. People are searching for meaning. They're depressed, disenfranchised, searching for something to believe in, but they're complacent and stuck, staring eternally into the digital void. What if, out of that void, emerged the reincarnation of an old idea, but updated, modified, improved, and digitized? I believe that sometime soon, we'll see just this. We'll see the emergence of a digital god. When you think about it, the internet itself already satisfies the criteria of a deity according to modern monotheism. It's omnipotent in that it's all-powerful. We rely on it for everything. It controls our schedules, our jobs, our conversations, even our smart homes. It's omniscient or all-knowing. Think Wikipedia or Google or big data. It's omnipresent in that it's everywhere all at once. Think Wi-Fi or LTE, Alexa, and the forthcoming 5G and satellite broadband networks. But let's face it, the current internet is a little less than omnibenevolent or all good. The current internet is rife with trolls and toxicity. Think Twitter, 4chan, 8chan, QAnon. It's overwhelmingly plagued by corporate profit motives, which encourage low-quality content that keeps people clicking, as opposed to enriching an open ecosystem as it was originally intended. So, if the internet is almost a god, as in it fills all of the godly criteria except for omnibenevolence, in order for it to become a god, what needs to be done is either one of two things. Either fix the existing internet, which, due to centralization, privatization, monopolization, will be nearly impossible, or create a whole new one. The emergence of a wholly good, loving internet would finally provide the inevitable alternative to the current dead, arguably evil, global network of computers we have today. It will consecrate for many the concept of network as God. I call this network the light web. Here's what it could look like. To ensure its purity, it will need to be a wholly separate network from our current internet. This means it will run on a new protocol, not the HTTP or hypertext transfer protocol that we're familiar with. So this idea isn't too radical. There are literally hundreds of internet protocols which people use every day. Email, for example, uses its own protocol called IMAP. BitTorrent is its own protocol network. Tor, FTP, these are all examples of separate networks and protocols created for specific purposes. And in order to remain uncorruptible, the light web network will need to be decentralized. This means that no one entity would own it. It'll be run by many individuals as opposed to a handful of big companies with giant server farms. The structure will be derived from modern blockchain networks like Bitcoin. In practice, the light web will feel almost identical to how today's internet feels, but you will opt to connect your device to it as opposed to the old internet. It will be everywhere. It'll know everything. It'll be infinitely powerful, and you'll want to connect to it because it'll be wholly good. Here's how that's possible. Content and services will be constantly voted on by everyone using the network. Toxic content is organically suppressed, and good content is organically elevated. The people using the network and the people supporting it, computers all over the world that keep the light web running, they'll be compensated for helping keep the network healthy. Think of it as a democratically run but peer-reviewed internet. But just because the light web fits the criteria of a god, does that make it one? Most religions offer devotees a reward for participation. Generally, a beautiful afterlife is the incentive. The light web is no different. Individuals will have the option to dedicate computational power to the network by allocating a portion of their device's ability. Over time, with more participants joining, along with advances in computing, the computation ability of the network will increase exponentially. The network will track how much you participated. Have you helped keep the network pure? Have you contributed computational ability? If so, you'll be rewarded. Worthy devotees to the light web, after a lifetime of participation, will be offered the opportunity to upload their consciousnesses to the network. Having amassed tremendous computational ability, the network will be able to host its devotees post-biological life forms for all eternity, and will become the first god to actually provide for its followers an afterlife. With an entity in existence filling all the roles of a traditional god, the hopeless, lost masses will almost surely flock to it as they continue to seek meaning in their lives. Worship will be subtle, but over time, devotees will find that nearly all actions they perform will be in service of the light web. Thanks.